Good evening, water signs, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. I like to first start off by just welcoming any new viewers and or subscribers to my channel. I certainly appreciate it. Okay. Now today what we're going to be doing is we're going to do something a little differently, and we're going to be doing a ruin reading. Okay, and you might wonder what in the hell are ruins. Okay, ruins are basically little tablets, ladies and gentlemen, that or glyphs that have various messages kind of carved within here. And they came over or they were introduced in dramatic tribes in Europe over about 2,000 years ago here. Okay, so let's go on and get started with this reading. And rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading is not going to resonate for every one of you. Okay, so just go on and just, if it resonates, go on and give this reading a big thumbs up. And again, if you've yet to subscribe, be sure to do so. So we're going to go on and just, for those things that resonate, go on and just consider those things. And the rest, if it doesn't resonate, then just let it fly, okay? So, all right. We're going to start off with just looking at this first ruin here, okay? This ruin is named Inquest, okay? So with this ruin, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about renewal, okay? It's all about clearing clutter and things that really have outlived its intended purpose that I'm getting here with this ruin. It's all about trust. So some of you might be contemplating perhaps ending a romantic situation, but this ruin asks you, as the pervading type energy here, to first decide whether you are willing to kind of put in more effort to make things work here. And if you are, ladies and gentlemen, willing to put in or to do whatever it takes here, this ruin is a very positive omen that your situation certainly is going to improve here. And it's asking you to really surrender your need to always be right. Alternative, ladies and gentlemen, if you've, you know, been betrayed, which I feel that some of you have, due to cheating or, other irrational type behaviors, okay? This ruin kind of asks you to consider whether it's really worth reconnecting with this person. And if you do, you have to ask yourself, are you really willing to forgive? Okay? And it doesn't mean that you have to forget, but you have to forgive if you're going to restore harmony in any way in this relationship. So it looks like that, with this ruin here, ladies and gentlemen, you're actually presented with a choice that you'll need to make here, you know? And basically, it's almost just as if you're going to have to make a decision whether you would like to maintain the status quo, if you will, or you just simply want to move in a different direction because many of you, I'm kind of feeling, might have outgrown a romantic situation. So it's best that you really look deeply inside yourself and really figure out what exactly it is that you want and how you're feeling about this situation here. All right. So let's move right along and look at what challenge or challenges you might be up against, during this time span in question here. And we have Atelia, all right? This is the name of this ruin. And with this ruin, it's all about, our home, and it's all about our family and how we engage with our family, and how we want a secure home or safe haven. So perhaps being honest and really doing one's fair share for both home and place where you feel secure and issues with family might cause some frustration and challenges I'm kind of getting from many of you ladies and gentlemen. And even in fact forgiving things, you might have perhaps experienced when you were young. It's all about even forgiving your parents. I feel that also for some of you, your work might also make it difficult to really put in the necessary time that's really needed to devote to a relationship. And these are things that you need to consider if you want to move this romantic situation forward here. Okay? And this card is kind of asking you or telling you that it's really time, ladies and gentlemen, that you try to make some attempt to map out perhaps a strategy or some time to kind of be there for your family, particularly your child if you have a child, even your kids, okay? Because sometimes when you see this ruin, it's almost just as if, for some of you, I'm not saying all of you, you may have kids where you're kind of shirking your responsibilities off to someone else here. And it's time that you really make time and really nurture your child or your children as well as your partner. You need to be a bit more caring here, and this is card is showing that, I mean, not card, but the ruin is showing that this is challenging you. Okay, so let's look at some actions you might consider taking. All right, we have Perth. Okay, so this ruin is all about intimacy. All right, so this ruin is kind of calling for you to have more unconditional love and mutual trust, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel that it's really worth the effort to kind of truly share your fear, your true feelings to someone here. Just going back to the first run we selected here, it is worth putting in effort if you guys feel that it is. All right. And for those of you who are single, maybe you might want to, take a step back and just look in the mirror and see how you've been actually treating yourself. Have you really been respecting yourself? Because respect is really urged here. And you are urged to kind of again heal these pains that you've been carrying on for some time now. So try to balance your need to be independent versus your need to be with someone. You have to find a balance with those two things. And some of you might even, with this card, you might even feel that the love has gone, or you're not feeling the love that you used to feel with this person here. And this card is this ruin again is asking you to really try to examine perhaps the role that you may have played in the situation. You may be the culprit of the reason why your love has, kind of gone sour in some sense. You have to accept people as they are because really you can't change them. And this is what this action ruin is calling for. And I feel that it's certainly a good chance that you can improve things here. So pretty much this ruin is telling you that, make the effort, ladies and gentlemen, to restore intimacy because it seems that someone is worth it. Okay? So then now let's look at your last ruin to kind of give you a summary or to give you something additional to what I've already kind of given you here. Okay? We have Uras. All right? So with this ruin is all about support. So this ruin is asking you to stand by one another, encourage one another, support one another, and listen with your heart. Don't listen to respond. Listen exactly to what the person is saying here. It's time to, make a change in your behavior. Embrace change. Change your attitude. Because this is certainly needed to restore harmony in your situation, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to have to try very hard to really refrain from criticizing the person a lot. And again, I have to tell you once again, you have to make an effort to let go of your need to always be right. All right? So I'm going to go in and just shuffle a few more oracle cards here to just give you some additional information regarding your situation here. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Okay. Understand that it seems that things may not be as what they seem or what you think they are. And I feel that you are only trapped by your own illusion. I think that many of you, again, due to your fear of things that fear of failure because of how you were treated in the past. Some of you may be afraid to move forward, and I'm getting here. And to know that you're going to have to surrender these illusions because, again, things are not what they seem here. And understand that certainly everything is a reflection. Hold up this energetic mirror. Ask yourself, what do you need in your life that you're not currently getting, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? What freedom do you really seek? Okay? Understand once again, just to further emphasize the fact that unforeseen actions are impacting you. This card is certainly telling you that you're going to have to try to relinquish control of this situation. Because I feel that for some of you, the situation has been blocked and it looks like it's connected with an ex more than likely. Okay? And it's best that I feel that you guys should take a more wait and see approach, okay? Especially with this X here, because there is strength in doing nothing. This card is kind of calling you for you to wait, you know? So ask yourself, what in fact have you been forcing? And how can you let go of the outcome? Again, you guys are, you want this instant gratification, but sometimes you have to take time, which is why your reading over has told you that someone might be worth the effort. So just be patient with this situation, and also, really think about what it is that you want to do before moving forward here. Okay? Additionally, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that you understand again that life is certainly a cycle of changing seasons. So it's now that as we're moving forward to the end of this year, it's now time that you welcome each new season and surrender the past with grace. It's very important. Try to remember that nothing is ever lost because for all exists eternally within each and every one of our hearts here. Okay? So in conclusion, water signs tonight here, I'm going to go on and just read you a message from Spirit, all right? And Spirit is going to is sending you this message via a postcard, all right? So I'm going to go on and get that for you right now. All right. And here we go. All right. Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so that they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that essentially all is well, okay? Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. Okay, water signs, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered thought for you guys. And again, if you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now. Okay? If you'd like a more personal reading, please contact me at will.brown@wetconsultinginc.net. And the next reading that I will be posting for you guys will be more a monetary type reading, as you see that I've been posting thus far. All right? So be sure to send me over your comments and have a nice evening. Thanks a lot.